That was Premier Bradwell on social media this afternoon explaining why Bill 40 is no longer on the table. I am joined now in our Regina studio by University of Regina Political Studies and Department Head Professor Tom McIntosh. Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Tom, what's your reaction to the announcement today?
Well, I have to admit it caught me by surprise, as it probably will catch most people in the province by surprise. In particular, the sort of timing of it is just sort of raises all sorts of questions as to why do it now, why just before a throne speech, why a year after the legislation was passed. It raises as many questions as it sort of answers.
What kind of answers do you think there could be to those questions? What's your thoughts around why it would come at this time, the day before the throne speech?
Well, presumably, I guess, to get maybe this news out of the way before the throne speech, but also I think this seems to be part of trying to change the dynamic a little around the government, around the leadership of the Saskatchewan party, and trying to create a slightly more favorable context than the one that was created by both pieces of legislation like this and the last provincial budget.
What's the impact of this announcement? We've seen other announcements from the provincial budget repealed as well, and now we've got this one. What are your thoughts around what this means financially for Saskatchewan?
Well, I guess this is really the big question is, Mr. Wall had said it was a plan laid out for 3 years to balance the budget. We're a year into that plan, and they've made numerous changes to the financial plan of the province in terms of reversing some cuts and not going with the corporate tax cut and the like. So it's really unclear now whether or if this government can still say it's on target to meet its current budget deficit goal, and then how that impacts the idea that we have 2 more years and we'll be balanced. So it does sort of throw up everything into the air, I guess, in terms of the way the province has done its economic planning.
The Premier explained that he, along with several other MLAs, were hearing all these complaints about this Bill 40, and that's why they decided to change their mind. Is there anyone now that it's been repealed that will be upset that this happened?
Generally, I think in the public, this will be met with sort of a sigh of relief. I don't think the public was behind this. And certainly the idea of sort of, well, we'll sell 49% of a crown and it won't really be privatized, when by doing that, all sorts of changes to how the crown would operate would kick in. I don't think people actually bought that. I don't see anybody screaming very loudly to reinstate this at all.
Thanks for your time today, Tom.
Always happy to be here.